Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've seen various different buffs and nerfs to some of the top tier close range meta options lately, which means our close range meta post season 4 reloaded and some of the recent meta updates is a bit more competitive in certain areas at least. And today I wanted to break down all the best weapons and meta options we've got specifically for that close range meta, starting with a favorite of mine personally, the BP50 conversion kit. This turns it into 9mm. It actually uses SMG ammo now, which is nice. You compare it with a normal rifle or an LMG and not have to dupe up on ammo there and have to carry extra, so that's definitely very fun. You're super limited with what attachments you can use when you put the Revenger kit on, but it's okay because this thing makes it so crazy in the close range. So we go for the Trust 4 grip tape, helps out with control. It only hurts idle sway, and that's not a huge deal where we're using this up close. I also go for the high grain rounds on here. This is going to extend out that fast TTK range, and then also the better velocities on there too. We got the laser sight for a faster ADS and sprint to fire, the Kimura laser sight to be exact. And then Zem 35 compensator, just simply some better control with very minimal cons to the ADS speed and the velocity. So this thing is relatively easy to use, super snappy, super aggressive, and has a fantastic TTK. The Holger 26 LMG conversion kit, the Jack Burnout kit, also has a very good TTK up close, and it is honestly able to compete with a lot of the other close range meta options. It's not as snappy or as aggressive as a true SMG, like its sprint to fire and ADS are noticeably slower, but if you get your sights up and you really play into this weapon's strengths, yeah, it's nice. It's a lot of fun. I don't see too many people talking about this, but it can hold its own. So we do have that Burnout kit on there, makes the fire rate go crazy, and that's what makes this TTK so good. I do use the Ascent Lord stock for better control because there is some noticeable recoil with this fire rate on there. Nightmare Model 2023 scope, I find myself to be super accurate with this, but that's just a matter of preference. High grain rounds, again, to extend out that effective damage range. Yes, it's only 7.3 meters, but the second damage range after that first one drops off is really long too. So you actually have a really good mid-range for this thing that's really truly the close range. Then also skeletal vertical grip helps out with some ADS and some sprint to fire, so we're getting a little bit faster and then a little bit of control too. So this weapon is, all things considered, easy to use. You just have to get used to it not being like an instantaneous ADS or sprint to fire like some of your other close range guns. And then another crazy good close to mid-range option here is the MCW conversion kit. This might be the best one in the game, and for sniper support purposes, this is absolutely the best in the game. Fast TTK, low recoil, relatively aggressive for a rifle as well. Raven kit on there is one of the 4 attachments. I like the Elo sight in this case, the MK3 reflector. Again, use whatever optic you are the most comfortable with, however. We got the 40 round extended mag on there, DR6 hand stop for some better strafe, general movement speed, ADS, and sprint to fire. Like I said, just keeping it a bit more aggressive and versatile there. And then Spirit Fire suppressor keeps me off the radar, better control, better range, better velocity, better pizza Papa John's. I've been using this thing so much as of late, especially with some of the sniper options now, and it's just so good. Now, the Horus SMG technically has the best TTK in its first damage range of 10 meters compared to all the other SMGs in the game, so kind of a no-brainer when we're talking the close range meta, right? Here we're rocking that 60 round extended mag. We got the Ripper light stock for better movement speed across the board. This makes it a bit more aggressive, and it doesn't kill the recoil like no stock does. I like Nightmare on here. I find myself to be very accurate with this. We got the Sin 9 long barrel, which gives us better range, velocity, and control, and it doesn't slow us down all that much. The main penalties are to hip fire, which isn't a huge deal considering this is an ADS build, right? And then Zem 35 compensator, kind of a mainstay on a lot of my SMGs. Better control, minimal cons elsewhere. So this thing's aggressive and has a phenomenal TTK as mentioned. Hey folks, wanted to take a quick second and talk about gamer advantage. If you've been around the channel for some time now, you know about GA. You guys know in every single video, I am rocking these. And even when I'm not recording, I'm just sitting here gaming, I'm watching TV, whatever the case is, I got these things on because truly they are game changers. If you're trying to sleep better at night, reduce eye strain or your headaches, you gotta get yourself a pair. They offer prescription or regular lenses, so something for everyone. They've got you covered there. A bunch of different colorways and frame options so they can rock with your style there too. If you're interested at all in picking up anything from the Gamer Advantage site, be sure to toss in code WhosImmortal at checkout, and that'll get you a nice little discount. The link for that's gonna be down below in the description if you're interested. But on top of that, the FJX Horus conversion kit is also great in the close range. This thing, especially in its second damage range, third damage range, more of that mid-range for a sub, is crazy good. It's lower recoil than the base Horus, so I actually end up using an iron sight build here. We are obviously using the Scimitar kit first and foremost, but then I go for no stock. You could also use Ripper Light if you just want it to be really easy. I don't think the control is terrible with no no stock, but it's definitely easier with Ripper on there for what it's worth. It comes default with the 60 round mag, so we don't have to worry about that. We can run high grain here. 17 meter effective damage range is phenomenal. It's got a great velo stat as well. DR6 hand stop and Zem 35 compensator here too. So no matter how you want to use the FJX Horus, this thing is nice. And by the way, as we are breaking down all the weapons here today, if you do enjoy the video or you find it helpful, do me a favor, drop a like. It's always really appreciated. And if you're new to the channel or you simply have not subscribed yet, this is your one-stop shop for news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns. Everything going on in COD is right here on a daily basis, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Next up, we of course got to talk about the Superi. This is probably my favorite gun in the game at the moment because this strafe build is insane. It's got great movement, but then that strafe speed, it just throws enemies off so much when you're in gunfights and you're moving left to right. When you're bobbing and weaving, players just can't keep up. You're gonna finesse with this thing. So everything pretty much with this is built around either extending the range or the strafe speed. So light barrel, better strafe speed. DR6 hand stop, better general movement, including strafe speed. High grain ammo, extending the range, your basic 40 round extended mag. Then Jack cutthroat stock, better strafe speed. So this thing moves, it grooves, it finesses, it kills quickly. It's checking every single box you could ever ask for. I love this thing. Now I'm telling you right now, don't sleep on the base striker. If you're looking for a sniper support SMG, this is it. If you're looking for an SMG that is incredibly versatile, has a great mid-range stat, this is it. It's TTK in the first 10, 15 meters. It's competitive enough. And then it really starts to separate itself as actually one of the fastest TTK options in the game, which many players probably overlook here because it's not the Scimitar kit or the base Horus or the Superi, right? This thing is ridiculously good. So a bit more of a straightforward setup here. We got Zem 35 compensator and DR6 hand stop. I go for the long barrel here. The pros are actually better than high grain in this case. So you're getting good range and good velocity stats. You can go for the 48 round extended mag. It's not going to be as slow as 60, and this fire rate's not crazy, so that's viable. You could also just jump up to 60 though if you wanted to. Like, there's no wrongdoing there. There's no wrong answer. Both are going to work just fine. Then I like using the light stock just for a tad bit better mobility with your sprint speed, your general movement speed there. No stock, I don't love the control feel of this. You can certainly try it and see if it works well for you, but personally, I'm more of a light stock fan myself, and I find it to be very, very consistent. And then lastly here, we got the Wasp 9. This thing is easy to use, just super, super reliable. Great TTK stat throughout. Incredible damage range for an SMG, as you'll see here. We are using Zem 35 compensator again, and same deal with DR6 hand stop. Surprise, surprise. High grain rounds, almost an 18 meter effective damage range. That is so, so good for an SMG. So this thing brings the versatility factor while also being quick and controllable at the same time. Decent velocity stat as well. 50 round extended mag works just fine with this fire rate. I don't love the irons here though, so I do go for an elo sight. Nidar would work, slate, glassless, whatever you're comfortable with there. Go ahead, toss that sucker on and you'll be good to go. Quite frankly, all these SMGs, all these close range meta options, some of the conversion kits and whatnot, whether you're looking for true close range or sniper support, they're all great choices. That said, that is going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out so you can guarantee you are always up to date with everything going on in Call of Duty. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you later. Peace out.